Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank the chairman for holding this hearing. The volume of casework that my office has received on ERTC issues since January alone has been mind-boggling. The inquiries my office submitted were on behalf of a whole host of range of organizations, including veterans organizations, small businesses, senior homes, just to name a few. And one of my constituents was owed almost $300,000 and needed it immediately in order to keep their business doors open. Another constituent had difficulty getting the IRS to even confirm that they had received their application. Lastly, my office received, this is one instance, a complaint from a constituent who had applied for ERTC for the years 2020 and 2021, but never even received the credit until the end of 2022. Most small businesses do not have the luxury of time when it comes to these issues. As you all know, the ERTC touches just about every sector of our businesses and our local economies, and there are dozens more stories like the ones I just referenced in districts across America. Our small business owners deserve better. They deserve better customer care and better service from the IRS. I'll start just with you, Mr. Gray. If you could describe, specific to your experiences in communicating with the IRS over ERTC claims.
In communicating with them, I have, like Roger, an unusual opportunity as a small practitioner that I get to come to DC, and it was virtual. The communication, it's open. We communicate through the National Public Liaison. I work with local liaisons. You can work with the taxpayer advocate. I think one of the things that's missed by the small preparer in the small communities is that the taxpayer advocate actually will assist the tax professional, but they're being overrun with requests. So I think, one, there was not enough communication, there was not enough guidance, there was no, some of us at the table has been asking for what we call the soft letter to get out there for a couple of years. FAQs is communication; they're not being updated. A real quick example: there was a memo from council on the supply chain. I used that yesterday to convert a person that was going to get $1 million. That one communication stopped $1 million going out. That, as Roger referred to, when the IRS would show up for an audit, could put them out of business. But more communications, more channels, more outreach. But until they get guidance, until the IRS communications liaisons, until they get guidance, they can't put it out. So if it doesn't exist, there's no communication no matter how many times we have conversation.
And I'll leave it to the rest of you on the panel. Any feedback you have for us regarding specifically what the IRS can be doing differently when it comes to their ERTC challenges in terms of the structure of the IRS, the manpower at the IRS, the resource allocation?
Well, the big thing, and you hear it a lot today, and I'm sorry Ms. Del Bene left. I was going to volunteer her, given her technology background. They need technology. I mean, we mail stuff. Our members mail stuff, and they fax stuff. And when we come talk to your young staffs about the problems we have to tell them what a fax machine is first, and then go from there. So they are using fax machines and mail, and not emails. I mean, that's just a first shot out of the box, I think, to improve technology.
And I would agree with that, as Larry mentioned, we're fortunate at our level that we can have one-on-one discussions with people here in Washington, but I think it's impossible for a small business owner to pick up the phone and call the IRS and find the status of their claim, because it wasn't a priority. We have to put technology in place and understand that when people send things in, they expect them to be logged somewhere and a status report being available. So technology is a huge part of what the IRS needs to embrace and use it to improve customer service, not just their own ability to do certain things better.
I would also just add that people power matters too. Certainly the IRS has an exempt organization office that when, in some cases, when it's had been better staffed, was a godsend to just be able to help talk to a human being, ask questions about guidance. And in this particular circumstance, when you have such a complex web of rules and regulations, having somebody to talk to about your own situation, the FAQs absolutely, but having a human being also helps too.
Okay, my time's expired, but I want to thank you all for your time today. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Mr. Yield back.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I just want to thank this panel for the masterclass. And, you know,